guys, Stag, Wolf and Stag Wastelanders, coming back to you again. So, I had some thoughts about after the State of the Union, but before I get into that, I'm going to give a shameless plug. If you guys are going to want to start hearing more of my personal opinions, come on over to Stag Algies on YouTube, and there I'll give you some unfiltered or some opinions. Over at Rumble, it'll be the completely unfiltered opinions of the real Stag or the real Stag Algies over on Rumble. So if you guys want to check it out, go ahead, come over there, check it out, have a good time, we'll have some laughs, and I'll give you guys some opinions on things. So with that shameless plug out of the way, just remember, keep staying tuned to the Wolf and Stag Wastelanders channel. I'm going to keep doing videos here too. That's never going to change. Wastelander for life. But I figured I'd branch out a little bit. People are subscribing to me just on comments I'm making on videos, rather it be pop culture and things like that. And there are going to be some pop culture opinions and videos over on my Stag Algies channel and the Real Stag. So check that out. But without further ado, let's go back to the State of the Union disaster. I want to give a shout out to Dave Landau and Steven Crowder and Gerald A. over at Louder with Crowder for suffering through it. You guys kept me entertained. It was a mess. First of all, he opens up, if you didn't catch it, the houseplant, the POTUS, the potato, Joe Tato, opened up his State of the Union talking about the Ukrainian citizens taking up arms to fight the Russians, which, yeah, I support 100%. Yeah, go for it. Go. Do it. That's why we have a Second Amendment in the United States. But then he delves on further, saying, they're talking about gun control in the United States and how he's going to get rid of military-grade assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Do you need 100 rounds to take down a deer because our deer wearing Kevlar vests? Hey, stupid. Yeah, you, old man with Alzheimer's. Pay attention right here. Look right at me. I'm gonna give you a little history lesson here. The Second Amendment was written because the United States had just come out of a terrible revolution against the British Empire. That's Great Britain. For you lineys that'll have a fit. We just come out of a really nasty war. 1776 to 1787. Or 1774 to 1787. So that's 13 years that we were in this conflict fighting for our independence. So when the Second Amendment was written, and then later ratified and placed into the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments, for those of you that are liberal students, our constitutional republic, and yes, we are a constitutional republic, we are not a democracy, shut the hell up. Our constitutional republic knew the dangers of a foreign enemy on their soil. So they wrote the Second Amendment knowing full well that the citizens should be armed to protect that nation, that a standing army could trample a man's rights just as easily as a foreign enemy. So they wrote this wanting every citizen in the United States to be armed. And yeah, go into the history of there's slavery and they didn't want slaves armed. There's been slavery throughout history, and slaves have never been armed throughout history unless it's been a bad thing. But flash forward 86 years, or 87 years, we fought a war to stop that, to stop slavery. So, shut the hell up. Hundreds of thousands of lives were lost in that conflict. 87 years later. So, the Second Amendment applies to everyone, right? Everyone, regardless of race, creed, color, orientation, any of that crap. The Second Amendment applies 100% to every citizen in the United States of America. And that means every legal citizen, not undocumented citizens. That means every legal citizen of the United States of America. So get that out of your mind too. People crossing a border illegally, they don't have a right to firearms. They don't have the same rights because they're not here legally and they're not a legal citizen. They had to throw that in there too. So the situation is, or the whole thing is, he starts talking about getting rid of assault weapons and high capacity magazines, and he's going to do this and he's going to push legislation through. No. You just got done praising the Ukrainian citizens for taking up arms against the Russians, and now you're going to take away American citizens' ability to do that should we ever be invaded? Go screw yourself. You go to hell. Okay? Go to hell. The right to keep and bear arms is to make sure that our country is never invaded, but rather it be from the north or from the south or from our shores. That's why the Second Amendment exists. So, you oath-breaking jackasses in Congress that are pushing these anti-2A legislation, I can't wait till your glorious defeat in the next election cycle. We just witnessed on live TV worldwide why the Second Amendment needs to stay in place. So, and you people are praising it while at the same time saying that we need to take guns away from American citizens. Well, no. This is why the Second Amendment exists in the United States of America and why it's the only nation in the world that has one. Because the Founding Fathers put that in there because they knew what can happen when an invading army comes in. So therefore, they know and they knew, and that's why they enshrined it. The Constitution is not just a piece of paper. It is a founding document of this nation. It is the principles and ideals of people of this nation. If you don't like it, pack your bags, go to Venezuela or wherever the hell else you want to go. And Ilhan Omar, in her case, she can go right back to Somalia. AOC, pack your bags, leave the United States of America. The Second Amendment was for the people to protect this country. So, get used to it. I'm not going to back down from arguing about it, and I'm not going to back down from helping preserve, protect, and defend the Second Amendment. I'm not going to stop from helping preserving, protecting, defending, and upholding the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. That's, bar none, the principle of it. So, to Joe Tato, you're not going to get our guns after you praised Ukrainian citizens taking up arms against the Russians. And you can't praise one nation for doing that while trying to take away the rights of your own citizens. But this has been Stag with Wolf and Stag Wastelanders. And as always, I'll see you in the Wasteland.